welcome back. So, you've probably seen those viral van life or epic off-grid cabin videos, right? And maybe you've dreamed of building your own massive power bank to fuel a setup exactly like that. You've likely stumbled across those unbelievably cheap 200 amp hour lithium batteries on wholesale sites. But look, buying raw lithium overseas isn't exactly like ordering a t-shirt on Amazon. It is a high-stakes, wild ride. Today, we're decoding one of these listings to show you what you're actually getting, the hidden logistics, and the massive risks involved. Let's get right into this explainer.
Here's our roadmap for today. We'll hit the ultimate power specs, dive into some quirky manufacturing facts, untangle the shipping and customs logistics, and wrap up with the crucial DIY assembly warnings. Let's jump right in.
Section 1, the ultimate power specs, or as I like to call it, the shiny hook. Okay, check out how dense yet totally impressive these raw specs are. You've got these blue plastic blocks, right? Each one weighs a solid 5.7 kilograms and pumps out a nominal 3.2 volts. But catch this. Notice the capacity. While the big, bold title screams 200 amp hours, the fine print quietly admits a nominated capacity of 180 to 190. Still, the absolute showstopper here is that 6,000 lifecycle rating. I mean, for a DIY builder, that's basically the holy grail. It means absolute freedom from constantly replacing your cells.
But, what does a 6,000 cycle rating actually translate to in the real world? Well, according to the seller, these batteries should realistically last you anywhere from 5 to 15 years. And keep in mind, a true cycle is strict. We're talking a complete 100% charge taken all the way down to a complete discharge and then juiced right back up again. That kind of sheer longevity is exactly why everyone wants these for their off-grid setups. So where exactly are these massive batteries ending up? Honestly, everywhere. We're talking completely scalable solar storage walls for your house, those viral camper van conversions we all watch, high-end yachts, and even heavy-duty industrial stuff like forklifts. If you need serious, sustained, off-grid energy, these specific cells are basically the foundational building blocks. Moving on to Section 2, quirky manufacturing facts. Let's just say things get a little lost in translation. I am absolutely obsessed with this detail. The listing actually explicitly states that this battery is, quote, produced in a high-altitude factory and nitrogen is injected into its production. I mean, come on, that sounds like something straight out of a sci-fi movie, right? But honestly, this is a super fascinating peek right behind the curtain of modern battery manufacturing. Now, why on earth would they casually mention nitrogen injection? Well, it's to stop you from freaking out. The seller is basically pointing out that a slight protrusion, like a slightly puffy plastic shell, is completely normal. It is absolutely not a defect. It's literally just a byproduct of that high-altitude birth. And actually, this weird little bulging totally improves once you physically compress the cells tight together during your final assembly. Okay, Section 3, shipping and customs logistics. This is where we trade speed for that sweet wholesale price. All right, so here is the grueling, frustrating reality of heavy battery freight. Standard airmail simply will not touch raw lithium. End of story. If you're in the US or Australia, your batteries are getting on a slow boat, taking a staggering 35 to 55 days to arrive. Over in the EU, they use the railway, which still takes 45 to 55 days. So if you're trying to quickly slap together a van build to film your next trip next week, yeah, think again. You are heavily trading delivery speed for that rock-bottom pricing. And, you need to make sure you can actually receive the delivery in the first place. These specialized freight carriers have super strict block lists, no U.S. military addresses, and definitely no P.O. boxes. Are you in an island territory like Puerto Rico, the Virgin Islands, or Guam? Completely off the table. And if you're chilling out in Hawaii, well, brace yourself to negotiate some hefty extra freight charges directly with the seller. This brings us to what is, without a doubt, the most panic-inducing part of this entire buyer's journey. You've been waiting well over a month, you finally have a tracking number, but you're messaging the seller, pulling your hair out, asking, why hasn't my UPS or FedEx tracking updated? It just sits there saying label created for literally weeks on end. Okay, let's relieve some of that tension right now. Your package is actually moving, whether it's across the ocean or rolling on a rail car. But domestic carriers like UPS, they have zero idea where it is because they physically don't possess it yet. The shipment has to clear your local customs first. Your tracking will literally only update 3 to 5 days before it magically hits your front porch. You just kind of have to trust the excruciatingly slow process. Which brings us to Section 4, crucial DIY assembly warnings. Let's talk about high-stakes assembly. Now, the absolute most critical acronym you need to internalize right now is BMS.
That's your battery management system. This is the electronic brain that stops your whole setup from overcharging, catching fire, or just completely destroying itself. And here is the massive kicker. This cheap listing does not include one. You are literally just buying raw blocks of chemical energy. It's totally on you to source, buy, and build that safety net yourself. And to avoid voiding whatever minimal buyer protection you actually have, the seller demands you follow a super strict checklist. Step 1. When those ridiculously heavy boxes finally arrive, you have a tiny, stressful 2 to 3 day window to test the voltage, check the cells, and report any that arrived dead. Step 2. You absolutely must hot balance all the cells. That means manually ensuring every single cell sits at the exact same voltage before you even think about wiring them together. And step 3, like we just talked about, carefully install a matching BMS. If you skip those steps, you are 100% on your own. The listing just rapid fires these strict no refund conditions. Did you make a poor wire connection? No refund. Did you run the whole thing without BMS protection? No refund. Did you accidentally reverse the charge or wire up an unbalanced assembly? Tough luck, you're eating the cost. Period. The seller's philosophy here is crystal clear. These cells are strictly for experienced DIY enthusiasts. If you don't know your way around a multimeter in your sleep, they literally suggest you just go buy a pre-built battery instead. Hitting that order button means you contractually accept all the technical and financial risks. Which leaves us with the ultimate question, doesn't it? We've unpacked the unbelievable pricing, the totally quirky manufacturing, and the undeniably grueling shipping. But looking at the absolute demand for precision here, do you have the technical expertise to tackle a raw DIY battery build? It takes crazy patience, serious knowledge, and a very healthy respect for electricity. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and we will definitely see you next time.